When I said male energy, personally wasn't talking about being a man. I'm talking about the providing, the protecting, etc. They feel as if they have to take on that role. Big homie, I'm gonna go to you. Ask your question, big homie.
All right, so I have a question for all the females on the panel, right? What do you guys contribute to a relationship? I'm not talking about the man. I'm talking about the relationship.
Excuse me?
I'm asking a question. What do you guys
ask a woman that? You're not supposed to ask a woman that.
Questions are made to ask. Either you can't answer it or you answer it. Why you tell me I can't answer it? I can't
understand that there are men who are undiagnosed with certain things. There are certain questions you can't ask.
There's no way on planet Earth you can tell me.
As a traditional man, all right, the traditional core, based on studies, have shown that when a man has everything that he really needs, he does not have to ask a woman that question. Because at the end of the day, when you date that woman or when you court that woman, you will find that out.
Can I not ask that question, or can I ask that question, King?
I think it's right to ask any question. If someone don't know how to answer, they should just move on.
Thank you very much.
When a woman up here, me alone up here as a woman, so I have the right to say what I'm saying.
Because well, you can't answer. But that you realize that you're alone.
Why would you ask a woman? Because let me just say this, and medical speaking, I'm going to just speak as a human being. Why would you ask a woman, though, if you're a man and you're a provider, what she have to offer to you? You don't need to ask her that.
Why me don't need to ask that? So you're
when you're going to date somebody, because let me explain what I'm saying. When you're going to date somebody, from your courting the person, you will eventually see the qualities that a woman possesses and see if that is something that you're looking for. But to just randomly get up and ask a woman, because
courting and dating is different.
You can't speak for everybody else's relationship.
All right, I will take it that either you don't want to answer the question or you can't answer it. Simple.
Excuse me.
If somebody asks me what I bring to a relationship, is that the question, big homie? What do you bring to the relationship?
Yes. What do you contribute to the relationship and not the man?
What do I contribute to
the relationship?
But isn't the man in the relationship though, big homie? So it has to be to the man.
Question. Let's answer the question.
Hi, can I answer the question?
Wait, Chrisani, wait. I can't answer that because if
all right. Let me ask you this way then. What do you bring? What do you contribute to the relationship then?
To the man, because the man is a part of the relationship. The relationship is both of you together.
The relationship, yes, we understand. So together, what do you contribute to the relationship?
Chrisani, before you answer, King is saying it's such a simple question, but I don't think it is personally, because both of you together becomes the relationship. So I think what you want to ask is, what do you bring the man?
I'm asking, what do you contribute to the relationship?
What?
That is the question that I asked.
All right, I can't answer that question because it's a
You guys need to answer.
Big homie.
Can I answer the question, please?
Let the person who wants to answer the question answer it.
Go ahead, Chrisani. Where's she gone?
Big homie.
Chrisani is back. Chrisani is back. Go ahead. Chrisani, go ahead. Answer the question.
I think our internet is
in and out.
Does she have a cell phone? Let me find out.
All right.
Can you want to answer the question, Beck?
I'm trying to see if I can answer it. First of all, I could ask the same thing to Big Homie. What does he bring to the relationship? Because it's not about who brings and as Dr. Natasha was saying, and I said this before. One of the reasons why relationship these days seems like it's a business. It seems like it's a business. It seems like it's one. If we all go back in time and treat a relationship like how back in the days they used to treat it, but nowadays it's like we've changed the narratives, and it's like men are in this soft men era, whereas in they're expecting just as how
Listen to me, man. Listen to me, man. Listen to me, man.
50-50.
Either you can't answer it or you don't want to answer the question.
Be wise,
Come on, cut
transactional
the
is the word.
foolishness, man.
Guys, you guys are really
It's like a
Christiane is back. We're gonna go one at a time. Christiane was the first one who said she wanted to answer the question. So I'm gonna go to Christiane.
Kevin, I do understand the question. He's
Alright, guys.
what I
It's-
bring to a relationship. I have a lot to bring to a relationship, and I could name a lot of things that I bring to a relationship. But as someone says in the comment, it's kind of like a personal question, because it's not like to say, you know, you're asking a person that you're dating what have they offered, but I could turn around and ask you the same question. What do you have to bring to the relationship?
Ma'am,
I
am
want to
asking
answer
you
the question, so
I am
everybody can
listen, there's a
calm
reason
down.
why-
We're gonna let Christiane
Hold on,
answer the
guys.
question. We're going to
Yeah,
let
Allow me to
Christiane
answer the question. You guys are right. This is a simple question, and I'm going to answer the question based on the relationship that I am in now. All right. So what I bring to my man is is communication skills. I bring nurture and care. I bring intimacy. I bring empowerment and support. What else I bring? I bring diversity. I bring loyalty. You know, we can sum it up more. I can go further on. I can see what I bring is a combination of emotional intelligence, nurturing spirit, and so on and so forth. It's not a hard question. In fact, that's how I'm going to answer it for me.
But
Based on what I
Christiane,
do
you heard
from
what you
my
said. Christiane, you heard what you said, Joe. You
Give
said
this
what I
woman a
bring to
round of
my
applause.
man
But we
is.
are go,
You
give
said
her
what
a
I
That's why
bring
I
to
said
my
that's how I
man
can
is.
answer the question for based on what I am in now.
But that's how I wanted to answer the question. And Big Homie said that's not the question. He said, what do you bring to the relationship? And my
Yes.
thing was
To a
relationship
complete
is two
stranger?
persons. My thing was a relationship consists of two persons. So if you ask me what I bring to my partner, that's a different question. So you answered the question that I was asking. But Big Homie said relationship. What do you bring to the relationship, not to the man? No, he said, what do you bring to the relationship, not the man?
Sasha,
And that's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
hold on, Sasha. I rephrased the question and I said,
No,
what
you
do
did
you
not.
guys? Hold on, I said, what do you guys contribute to a relationship?
No, you can't
But
say
it's still a relationship, though, Big Homie. If you said what do you contribute to your spouse or your boyfriend or your husband, that is different. But you said when you say relationship now, it becomes
Broad.
two person, it becomes broad. Because the RS is a relation both. That's why I asked you, are you saying what do you bring to an individual? What do you yourself carry as an individual? Then I could have been able to answer that
And
question.
then,
Sasha,
and
I
then
am not going to change the question. I am
here's
not
what
going
I
to change
don't
the
understand
question.
with when men are speaking. If you are speaking, right, and you made a mere mistake where you feel that the question was not constructed properly, say, okay, then the question was not constructed properly, because a lot of times persons are not aware of what it is that you're asking. So when they say to you, be a little bit more transparent. We're not saying that you're asking stupidness. We're just saying what is for you is for you, and what is for me and what is for another person is very different.
All right, hold on. All right, let me ask this question now, so I can put.
You're always interjecting when people are speaking. Let me speak. I'm saying if I'm going to be with Big Homie or I'm going to be with King, I have to have two set of skills that are different for a set of different people, because at the end of the day, you can be with a man who you're not compatible with, and the skills that you have to bring to the table, he's not accepting of that. And
I am not going to upset this bag of trash talking around the question.
Are you going to let me finish? So if I'm dating Prince, for example, and Prince is looking for a woman who brings just her body to the table, and she have to be a hot girl, and she have to can wine good, she not can cook, she not can clean, she not do anything. That's a different set of skills. So when you're talking about something, you have to say, okay, ladies, if you're in a relationship with the man or with the spouse, what do you think you're supposed to be bringing to the table as a female companion?
Big
That is
homie, I want to say something. I see a female in the comment section saying the question was straightforward. Other persons
simple.
in the comment section saying that it wasn't straightforward. So I'm happy I wasn't alone with that. But Sansan is saying that it was. So Sansan, you're a woman and the question was asked to women and you're saying it was very straightforward. So can you come and answer it, please? Can you come and answer the question for Big Homie, please? Because you said it was very straightforward. So I'm gonna ask you to come up. Big Home, King, I'm gonna accept you back. I just brought you down because your thing had disconnected. So Sansan, you're invited to come to the front because you said it was very simple. So and my understanding of the question is the same as Dr. Natasha's understanding of the question. So for the women in the comment section that are saying it is so simple because again, he said to the relationship and not to the person.
Tasha,
Come up
no,
and answer for me.
listen. I restructured the question and I said, what do you contribute to the relationship? You can incorporate anything you want to incorporate in
had
the
said that?
relationship.
Oh, you
Yes,
had
I
said
did.
that. Oh.
Yes. So
Okay.
incorporate anything you want to incorporate in the relationship.
I
Just
didn't
tell me
hear
what
that.
you guys
My apologies.
contribute.
My
Let me ask
apologies.
it
I
a
didn't
different.
hear
Let me
that. I
ask it
didn't
a
hear that.
different
My
way.
apologies.
Let me
Don't
ask
do
it a
that.
different. Let me ask it a different way. What
No,
are
he,
the qualities you bring to a relationship that makes a
Very
man
good,
want to
very good,
choose you?
Dean, very good. That's the way in which, because I was saying to him, it's a question that makes sense, but it would not make sense if it's not. People, we all do English language. And you did not say what you just said a while ago. You said previously, what do you bring to the relationship? What do
relationship.
you
But
bring to a relationship?
listen.
So,
Big homie, you said
hold on.
contribute.
Listen to me.
When you said
Don't try to make a
contribute,
mockery. Don't try to make a mockery of what I said. I
you see
asked
when
a
you
simple
change the
question.
question,
What
when you
do you
change
guys contribute to a relationship? So
yes, when you change it
come.
like that, I understand. No, when you change it like that, I can now answer. But the first time, I honestly couldn't answer. I couldn't answer. But now that you informed me that you had changed it because I had missed that. I missed when you had changed it.
I'm gonna just sit back and relax and hear the
Say to
answer.
him, I'm not trying to disrespect you. I'm just trying to tell you that maybe you need to construct the sentence differently, sweetheart. Just say, I made a little mistake when I was saying the initial state. What I meant was, and that's all you have to do.
Qualities.
Mom, doctor.
What exactly did I
This is a
answer?
straightforward
I
question.
contribute is what me personally, I can only speak on me as a person, is I bring empathy, I bring compassion, I bring a different level of understanding. I'm someone who's able to look below something. Not for me, everything isn't skin deep, right? If the person is someone who is at a certain level but they wish to elevate to another, I'm going to be that person's cheerleader. I'm going to be that person's backative. Whatever support that person needs, I'm going to try to make sure that I'm the first runner. For some men, the woman is the first in their life. But like I said, if you put aside the mother, I'm going to try to be the front runner in that regard. So that's what I bring. I bring love, I bring empathy, I bring compassion, I bring a certain level of communication. I try to look beneath the surface because I understand that not everything is skin deep. I try to also look at upbringing and stuff like that. So sometimes I know that I'll have to, I don't know the word that I'm looking for is like, sometimes you have to take the back seat. I don't know the word I'm looking for. I'm looking for
Allow your
compromise. No, I know that there are times when, hello Prince, listen to me now, sir. You know, see me answer the question. I know that there are times when I will have to compromise, and that is something that I'm able to bring in any relationship that I'm going in. Obviously, there are certain things that we're headstrong in that we're not going to want to compromise on. But when it comes on to compromise, I also bring that into a relationship that I'm going to. So that personally is what I walk with. Also, when we talk about independence and stuff like that, if it in the case what be personally not mind a man, let me just throw that out there. I love man a man to turn up like man, walk like man, stand like man, hello. But if the situation lies where my partner should fall in fall in situations, let me just say that, right? I know that I bring a certain value where, okay, if you're not able to do it this time, if you find yourself in a difficult situation, when it goes back to compassion, where I will know that I will help my partner up without using without using what I've done to stone him. So that's what I personally bring.
All right. So for me
Thank you
now,
very much,
when
girl.
it comes to dating, the first belief that I have when I go into any form of relationship is respect. Because if you respect me, you're gonna love me, you're gonna care for me, you're not gonna cheat on me, you're not gonna do certain things. The next thing I have to be learning now, because this is a skill that I never really had. When I'm standing on something that I have been brought up on, it is very hard for me to compromise on certain things. For example, a man comes in a relationship and he wants me to provide certain things that I did not see my father allowing my mother to do. That kind of is a ick for me. But at the end of the day, as I said, for you, we're not too young to learn, or we're not too old to learn. But for me, love, compassion, understanding, I'm now willing to compromise because I never used to. I am now open to learning other person's way of life, because let me tell you something about barrier. You see, way of life barrier and being brought up is something that a lot of Jamaican people do not understand. That is very important, that you understand the background that your partner is from. Because sometimes our parents brought us up, and what we're used to seeing is not the same thing that the man is probably brought up to seeing. So, for example, I don't like anybody to come in and say certain things to my kids, while I'm now learning that sometimes it's important for a community to step in and say, okay, I think maybe you should try this. So for me, asking somebody what they bring to the table still stands, where it has everything to do with the individual that you're dating, because sometimes no matter what we bring to the table, it's not good enough for somebody.
All right.
Again,
Can
hold
I
on.
answer?
Okay, go ahead, sweetheart.
All right. Can I answer? So yes, we do understand the question now, where Dean said, what qualities do I bring to a relationship? Well, for one, I bring emotional support. So it's a case where, at a place where, we can express ourselves, we can express our feelings, and we can grow together. Responsibility and commitment, fun and adventure, because I'm a fun and a very adventurous person, and I would want to know that, that the person that I am with, we can create some great memories together. I like stuff like that. Respect, because it's a case where I respect myself, so therefore, I'm gonna bring that kind of respect to my relationship, hoping that that person will return the same favor, kindness. I am a very kind person, so I would want that to rub off on the person that I am with. What else can I say? I mean, independence. Whereas I could bring that. I could turn around and throw a little lightness to it instead of using these big words. I am a very good cook, so it's a person where if I go in a relationship, I'm gonna bring that into it, because I like to feed my man. I like that when I am cooked. When I cook, my man can be satisfied, and I feel also satisfied within myself that I satisfy him. So there is a lot of other qualities that I think I possess that I can bring to a relationship. So when you put it that way, when you say what you bring to a relationship, I think immediately, I think a signal just went off in our head, where we are just thinking that, just like men nowadays are asking, because right there and then, majority of them, when they're asking you what you bring to the table, they're not thinking about any of this. They're thinking about in
How
a
much money
financial
you carry?
Exactly. So that is, I think that was one of the reasons why, because the question was phrased in that way. I think it just sends off a signal to say
Yes,
that,
it
that was
does.
exactly what you were
Yes, it
asking.
does.
All
Exactly.
right,
So
all right.
that's what
I
it
Big
is.
respect.
homie, we're going to give you back the floor. Go ahead.
Yes, so I honestly respect your opinion on what you guys contribute to a relationship. So the follow-up question to this now, you see? Though you know that you guys contribute all of what you said, you contribute to a relationship, right? Paint a scenario now where you get in a relationship with a guy, right? And for the first 2 years, the guy's being what you guys want him to be, the leader, provider, protector, right? But it happens that this guy went out on the road and he met in a unfortunate situation, right? Where he have to stay at home for the rest of his life.
Big homie,
I
I
want
answered
you,
your question.
Olano. I want
Wait,
you
Sasha
guys
answered
know.
the question there already, sir.
Big homie, I said that in what I bring to a relationship. I said, me not gonna mind a man to stand up like man, behave like
Yeah,
man.
no, Sasha,
However,
it's not
I
that
said
matter.
life happens, but I said, however, life happens, and should my partner find himself in difficulty, I will be okay with taking over without throwing it back in his face.
Here.
When you ask me what I bring to the
Yes, you did say
relationship,
that.
I did answer and say that.
I
Yeah,
would
All
man,
right, so me
Sasha did say
exclude
that.
there
you
would be
then.
no
All right,
question
so
there.
Sasha, I exclude you.
There
So
would
yeah,
be
Okay,
no
I'm
big
I
talking
didn't
to
homie.
the
say
other
that.
lady.
Big
So
homie,
let me
you're
finish now,
now
please.
asking us. Big homie, you're now asking us to tell you what for better or for worse means. So let me
No,
explain to
no,
you.
no. You
We're
see, you
gonna let
guys
Big
When
don't.
you
Homie
are with
finish. Big
someone,
Homie, let Big Homie finish so that we have a proper understanding. Go ahead, Big
Yeah,
Homie.
because it is a reason why I ask the first question, So, so it happens that this your partner meet in a unfortunate situation where he no longer can provide for the rest of his life, right? I want you guys, excluding Sasha, to tell me what will happen, what would happen in that relationship going forward.
well, let me say for myself, most of the time we're gonna be very honest. When you love somebody, because we're gonna be honest here, we don't have to be biased about it. Most people know that women usually stay. So if the man is a really good, because we have to be honest, if the man is a really good man, he has provided tremendously. He has been the man that he needs to be. I mean, what is so wrong with taking care of my for better or for worse partner? Isn't that the right thing to do?
All right. Can I answer that question?
Yes, go ahead.
Because you've asked. I don't know if I'm going to say the wrong person or the right person. I can tell you that I have been in a situation like that. And I am not sure if Rasdeen was on the live when I was saying that I used to do 2 jobs while my partner was doing 1 job. And I think it even caused a breakdown of the relationship. And before I could have explained to the panel the reason why I had to do 2 jobs, everyone was getting at me saying, oh, the man won't list, which man sit down and make a woman a do 2 jobs while him a do 1 job, blah, blah, whatever. Before I could have even explained, my partner had a medical condition where he was not able to do certain strenuous jobs. And we had certain financial commitments where it was a struggle for us to do certain things. And I took on a second job so that we were able to manage better. And I was getting a lot of knock from females that was saying, oh, me wouldn't do that. Why were you doing that? Whatever. And before I even tried to explain to them, see, Edwards was saying, you remember that live. Persons were literally knocking me. So I don't know if I'm saying you asked the wrong person or you asked the right person, but I have been in a situation like that before, and I was getting ridiculed for saying that I took on 2 jobs to be able to manage while my partner was only doing 1 job. Nobody stood the time to even
Yeah, man, I
hear
remember.
what I was
I remember the
saying
live.
or the reason why I took on 2 jobs. But I had to come off the live because I was meant to feel like I was doing something wrong. I was meant to feel like,
Yeah, man,
no,
about
the man
6 of
should
them.
have this. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if Edwards was
6 of
on
them.
the live, he would have back up what I was saying. So it's, if you're asking a personal question who have been in that situation, if your person had your back, you're in a relationship, it's not someone that you met 2 months ago. It's not someone that you're dating. It's not somebody that, you met a month ago. You're in a relationship with this person. And regardless of whether you're a male or female, that person fall on hard time. So it's only fair that you have that person's back.
It goes down again. It goes down to individuals because.
Well,
All
on
right,
Sasha.
I'm a lover.
Sasha, give
Go
her a
ahead.
clap, please. Give her a clap.
It goes down to individuals as well because you know what, I'm a lover. I personally, like me believe in a love. Me call me yam feel yamanta all of the grown provision them love. This girl, she believe in a love, I don't care. I believe it's better to have love and loss than never to have love at all, because when you experience that warmth, it's better than living a cold life. That's just me personally. Okay, I that's just me personally. But it depends.
I don't care what nobody wants them. I love bad.
Yeah, I love. Call me listener, call me the old grown provision, my love. I'm a lover of love. But if it's a case where, and you know what, I remember doing, when I used to do charity in Jamaica, before I migrated and had to, stop doing charity like that. I remember when I was doing charity in Jamaica, I went to a house, my friend Pet brought me to a house, and there was this man in a wheelchair. He couldn't clean himself, he couldn't bathe himself, he could do nothing for himself. He was wearing Pampers, right? And even if he wanted to use a toilet, sometimes to him don't have no Pampers because they were so poor. Sometimes he would do a number 2 in the bed, and the woman would clean it. And I remember going to her house the night. Because my friend was saying to me, Sasha, you have to go and interview these people. Get help for them. And I said, all right, I go and go. So when I went there to interview them, the woman wasn't there. And when I went and saw the condition, I had to look at the man and say, I have to meet the woman. Who has been staying here and been taking care of you. And when the woman came, she said, him used to climb tree and pick fruits for sale. Him take up him walker and go cut people yard. Any little thing that he can do to make sure that she's okay, he was the one to do it. And they had no children together, right? But anything, she had kids, but they didn't have any together. But anything that he could do to make sure that her life was a little bit easier, she remembers those times. So know that he's in a position. Remember, when I tell you dirt poor, as in, if the man got number 2 in the bed when he must sleep because him can't move and him can't afford no Pampers, she not take bar soap in a rag and lick him. She not pinch him or juke him with no needle. All she do is take him up, clean him off, and so it depends on the relationship that a woman have with a man. I also know male who their females are not able to work and stuff like that due to medical conditions, and they retire them. But it's not going to be for everybody, because some people are going to tell you that they will absolutely run for the hills because the person who they had once fallen in love with, because if it's a case where the person has become physically incapable, now this person is not, they're not able to do certain things physically, like take a stroll in the park, stuff like that. There are some people that are going to tell you point blank that they're not able to take on that burden mentally. They're not, and it doesn't mean that they didn't care for the person, but it's just not where they're at. So it depends on the individual and the type of relationship that they have. But me personally, if I'm with a man, if I'm with a man that have made me love the way that I have loved personally, me not gonna away.
All right,
I'm
you're
not gonna
a
win.
beautiful yellow
Tasha,
yam. Give yourself a
there's a
I'm
clap.
not gonna
story.
win.
Give
Tasha,
yourself a
there's a
clap. More I go
story.
down to the doctor now. Down to the doctor.
Let me talk about something. So I was
Doctor
saying,
style.
Tasha, there's a story that I know of a lady who she was with her husband, and this man loved her very much. The man loved her so bad and everything, and him and her take care of each other. And the woman met in an accident, and she became crippled and was like, she did literally, you know how the woman become crippled, Tasha? And what she don't forget there's now? So we have to know the backstory. The woman go out with her side man and she and her side man crash. Tasha,
Mm-hmm.
can you imagine? So I'm saying to each is their own, because sometimes a lot of people would say to him, stay. But you can't tell a man like that to stay with a woman. So it all depends on how,
No,
where.
she was driving to go and meet up with the side man.
No, she and the side
Crash.
man a drive out. What you talking about? And them crash together. And the man did and she survived.
All right, can I ask the ladies a question, and then I'll just give you a little bit of a story that happened. Let me ask you, ladies, a
Hold on,
question.
hold on,
You were-
1 second.
Hold on,
Just a
quiet
little
before
reminder. Just
Yeah.
a little
before you talk.
reminder.
If
You
you
see
were
all
in a
these,
We just
all
want to
these.
something and come
Hold
down.
on, hold on, 1
Wait,
second.
wait,
Just something.
wait. How we're going to do this, Beck? Because you're going to do a story time.
No, it's not.
Is
I'm
that
just asking a question, right? Because
all
I
right?
was
Don't.
gonna ask you, ladies, if you were in a
Hold
relationship
on, hold on. I'm gonna make you ask a question, but just let me say this first. You see all these questions that I ask, it is for a reason. So I am going to come to the conclusion as soon as you guys give me a time to speak again. I'm
Yeah.
gonna sums up everything and give an idea why I ask these questions.
All right, I'm gonna ask the ladies a question. If you were in a relationship
Big.
with someone, right, and the
We just
person
want to say something
maybe
before.
Kevon,
No, man,
you're new to the live. You're new to the live. Just hold
Yeah.
your thought for me, please. 1
just a
second.
quick one, because
Let Beck
it's
just
gonna
ask
go
her
back into,
question. Mm-hmm.
it will go back in everything that I'm saying. So I'm gonna ask the two ladies a question, right? If you were in a relationship with someone, you guys been together for years. Now this man cheated on you. He's done you a lot of things, whereas you put up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Now this man became ill, where he's not able to help himself. Would you throw him under the bus, or will you still he used to be a good man to you, in spite of everything. Financially, he used to be okay with you doing certain things, but he's also done some things where he's cheated on you and whatever. Now, this man got ill where he's not able to help himself. Would you have thrown him under the bus, or will you still help him? Will you still be there for him in spite of the fact that he's done some bad things?
Dr.
Alright,
Natasha, do you want to go first?
yes, I'll go first. All right, so for me, I would not have stayed with somebody who is cheating on me. However, let me answer it from a person who is forgiving. So if he is a person who usually takes care of me and he was financially providing for me and I decided to tolerate him cheating, why not? I would have stayed
Okay.
with him and taken care of him because he did what he needed to do at the time, even though he's a bad person.
Dr. Natasha reading my mind.
Because as
Natasha
I
reading
just
my
say
mind.
quickly,
Wait, Beck,
because
I'm
I've
going.
seen
I'm
where it's
going.
happened. I've
Wait,
seen where
Beck,
it's
I'm going to
happened.
answer the question, but Dr. Natasha reading my mind. And before I answer the question, some of the man in the comment section are not hypocrite. Some of the man, me not talking at the box. Some of the man in the comment section are hypocrite. We are talking about help him stay with him and blah blah blah. Are hypocrite. Because God forbid if on a female, somehow the woman even put on to little more weight than we on like on a cut gun left them my love. But Beck, I'm gonna answer your question, right? If it's a case where I had tolerated the cheating or forgiven the cheating, right? If me did a stay when him did healthy, why all of a sudden him can't do nothing, me go left? Me did have the decision for leave long before. So now that him in a position, is it that Megan, is it what they call it, woman of a woman Well, mad black woman or woman have a diary still like a song. Wait, name?
Yeah, of a woman scorn. And I'll just quickly say, in a situation, is because in couple like last year, Sasha, in the UK here, I have seen where a lady had done that to a partner, whereas they've been together for years. He got sick, he ended up in hospital, and the lady just brought his suitcase to the hospital and left him right.
Prince Kevin, welcome to the live.
I'm talking about Jamaican people. The lady literally
Which part
brought
them come
his
from, no
suitcase to
matter,
the
babe?
hospital and just leave him right there.
Which part them come from, no matter, but at the same time, we can't judge her either because she alone know the road where she walk, as she alone know the things when she endure. So at the same time, I'm not gonna judge her. But Prince Kevin, welcome to the live. You wanted to say something? Go ahead.
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Natasha. I just wanted to say a quick short thing. I didn't plan on staying long because I'm currently at work. But I was listening to what Beck White was saying, and I really had to came up to comment there for what she was doing, right? We are living in a time when we realize that most women they have no morals, and their standard it's vanity over values.
For male and female.
All me have to say to you, be quiet, don't make them bitter females here.
Kiss me neck back.
Take set upon you in Jamaica, because a lot of them is very bitter because they don't know what true love is. We there here and we see how them a bash other females on the internet that know what is true love. The other day we see somebody propose to our boyfriend, then bash her.
All right, we're going down a different road now.
No, we're not going down. No, we're not going down a different road. We just say something, So we just say the other day as well, we see a lady put some money in our boyfriend wallet, then bash her. So a lot of these females, they don't know what love is. The only thing they want to do, they're on the media and they're on Are You Single Challenge, and at the same time, the same females we are bash people for make love. Now bash people we are do all these disgusting stuff. So we just reach out to you and I say, yo, no pay them no mind. We realize where them are going with from the other day. We already see the road that them are run down. So you would up on a righteous path, just keep on maintaining a righteous path where you do. That's all I have to say.
Prince Kevin, thank you for your 2 cents and thank you for bigging up Beck White. But I'm not gonna lie, sir, you come with a lot of attack, You come with a lot of attack because what? You were not saying some female. You said most female. So that let me know. That makes me want to ask the question. Have you dated a woman from every nation, every ethnic background? No, you can't come down if you want to come down, You can't come down, man.
I can't manage the energy up there, so.
No, I can't take you down, man.
manage the energy. No,
I can't take you down, All right, we can't take you down, But I'm just saying, based on how you come out strong, and you're saying most women this and most women knows more than most women knows value. It's gonna make me say,
like we're
most of them money nowadays, because based on what he's talking about, the 2 scenarios that he gave, was from social media. So now me if you now go off of social media, me now gonna say most of them boy nowadays I put them rape on the counter and call surf tops and roses
Sasha. So, we all know that whatever he said is not directed to you. So,
no, not me, but because he said most big homie.
Neither any of these females in this panel, right?
No, but he said most. I'm not talking about the women on this panel. I'm even talking about the viewers. I'm even talking about those who are commenting, because he said most.
Most on TikTok.
You understand? He said yes. So, but you understand what I'm saying? So it came off in bigging up Beck. He found a way to bring down women because he never said some women, He said most women. And you don't have to build up. You don't have to bring down one in order to lift up another one. So he could have just come and commended her and said, I know that in our society, for many persons, it is now the norm to conduct herself in that way. Then I would have given him a round of applause. But the way him come now is like him a lash out upon the woman, the man I say most woman this, most that. So big homie, if me go upon most woman this and most woman that, me go say most of the man them when me sit on TikTok, because the two scenario them when me get TikTok, me go say most of them man when me sit on TikTok and put them rape and count and call serve. And then you understand what me I say? So me never like how him go about, you know. He was bigging up Beck. I completely agree with him. Props to Beck. You get what I'm saying? But we don't have to bring down one, flip up another one. I just me that, you know, I just me that my love, and everybody got agree with me. I mean, I like when the road past and they come out, but
Agree.
Watch out now, no. Alright, so based on all that was said, right, with this conversation and how them would what they would contribute to relationship, how they would deal with a relationship and all that. So this lead me now to ask this question, right? In a relationship,
one, may I listen to one?
In a relationship, right, is when things get bad, the female step up financially.
No, I don't think that's the case. It's just that maybe
Guys, I'm gonna step away from the conversation for 1 minute and allow you guys to speak. All right, I'm gonna do a quick handover, so I'm gonna leave this on and allow you guys to speak. All right.
Big homie, I don't think in my case, no. And I would not say a lot of females is that way. I would say no, and I would not say most. I just feel like it just depend. Remember, I know we are coming from where we are saying that I still feel like, as Dr. Natasha says, men are supposed to be the leaders. Men are supposed to be the protectors. Men are supposed to be the provider. Men are supposed to stand up and be men. And you have to remember that resentment is a big thing in a relationship. And a lady is gonna treat you according to how whatever energy you bring into that relationship, she's gonna give you back that energy. I'm just talking for myself. Me don't know about nobody else, but me, I work off of your energy. And if you're a good man to me, I'm gonna be a good man to you, regardless of whether you're sick, whether you're strong, or whether you can walk, whether you can stand up. And I'm kind of thinking that is with most females, because if you go in a relationship as a man and you're not doing, as Dr. Natasha said, some women stay in relationship because of whatever reasons. Sometimes if it was for financial gain, sometimes a lot of women would not stay in a relationship, but because of financial reason, they'll stay in it and they will take certain abuse. And I totally agree with that. Another thing is, you know, you're in a relationship with a man and the man treat you good and him do what him supposed to do and whatever. You're going to give him back the same energy, and it goes to it because we are expecting him to stand up and be a man, and we follow where he...
What you know, why be quiet. Listen, you know the reason why I said that too. You notice in all the response that I get from the question, I hear nobody said that they would contribute to a relationship financially. I'd never hear it come across no time at all.
That is why we were trying to understand.
That is very much frightening.
Big homie, that's why we were trying to understand the question. Because that's why I turned on and said to you, at times when people ask that question and say what you bring to the table,
you're just not honest. Big honest.
Listen, when I said, hold on, be quiet. When I said contribute to a relationship, for me, let me tell you what contributing to a relationship means for me.
Exactly, that's why we need to find out what you're talking about finance.
Let me tell you what contributing to a relationship means to me, right? I contribute emotionally, financially, right? All of these, Ali, I provide, I contribute. That is what I do. Right? So it's not only finance. Finance is a part of a relationship. And it operates both ways. That's the reason why I paint the scenario if a woman
So
going
you want
to
to put
well,
it
let me
then.
finish. Let me finish now. Let me finish. Let me finish. If a woman go into a relationship, you see, and allow the man to provide, to be the provider, and that's all, right? And she's not contributing financially. It simple mean whenever time this man is no longer be able to provide, then he gonna get thrown
Providing
in.
is not
Well,
just Big Omi. Providing is
listen,
is
let
a
me finish
wide
now. Let me finish.
spectrum.
Stop base your mind just on finance, please. I am not doing that. I am saying
Though.
finance is very important in our relationship because bills have to pay and all these things, right? So therefore, when a man is no longer able to provide financially, it simply means that it's gonna cause a big problem and the man is gonna get thrown under the bus. You see me? And for women like Whitebeck and Sasha, who will go to work and start to be the provider, I can only exclude them. I can only exclude them. But I am telling you guys this. It is very frightening to
You
know.
don't know anything about me, so why are you saying that? And why you don't use your ears and listen to when people are speaking? And if you don't listen, don't open your mouth and assume. I never said that I'm not going to help my partner financially. In no
I
time
never
did you hear
said
me
that you won't
say
help.
that.
I did not say you are not going to help Beck White. I
I'm
said
not Beck
exclude.
White. My
I'm
name
not
is Dr.
saying that is not. I'm
Natasha.
not the one speaking. It's Dr. Natasha speaking. And the thing
Doctor,
is, you have to
hold
remember.
on. Let me say something to Doctor. Doctor, in your reply to the question, you mentioned nothing about finance. In
I
reply
didn't
to the
mention it either.
hold on,
And
in
Dr. did not mention finance
I was
either because
never here.
didn't know that's where you were coming from. That is what we are asking.
finance is a
You
part
bring
of
finance
contribution
is
to
not
a
the finance
relationship.
is not a part of quality. I would not put finance
Listen,
in the same bracket
I
as saying
asked
that's
my
not a
question.
quality that I'll bring to a relationship. Come on.
I asked my question, and there's a reason why I asked my question, and there's a reason why I structured the question the
Sasha
way how
gone.
I
Sasha needs to
structured.
come back because I really.
But we were
You
asking
understand?
you what you meant. As in, we are
Sir,
asking, do you mean
you know what
quality?
I
What
think?
qualities do we bring? Or are you talking about what we bring to
I
the
think that
table? There's a big
people need to
difference.
Ladies,
understand.
you see, you need to calm down. Just calm
You
down.
need to you
Calm
need to
down,
because if you
and
don't
let me finish.
understand
Now
that
I'll give
something
you the floor so you can make talk up and talk all
if
type
you
of
don't
things
know what
and
something
cuss
means,
and
don't
carry
open your
on.
mouth and say it
All
because
that I am trying to say,
quality has nothing to do
when
with
I
money.
asked the question, I did not get any contribution in regards to finance.
Finances is not a
When I
quality.
put the scenario across, I did not get any
Finance is
answer
not
in
a quality,
regards to
sir.
finance. So, in my final
Finance is
summary,
not a quality.
did I ask anything about qualities?
So when you ask,
Me
when you're
ask what do
asking
you
somebody
guys
what they bring to
contribute
the
to a
table, it means
relationship?
quality is.
The question that I asked, what do you guys
No man,
contribute to a
you're not
relationship?
like.
That is what I asked.
Sir, the word quality does not have anything to do with finances. The word contribute to a relationship as not. This is where persons need to understand what the meaning of understanding and reading it means. Money does not equate to a person's character.
Listen, I am not talking about a person's character. And that's the reason why I structured the question
That's what
that
it
way.
means when
What do
somebody's
you
gonna ask
contribute?
somebody what they
What do
contribute.
you
That's what it
contribute?
means.
I don't know why you have to be so difficult, though.
No, because then if you open your mouth and you say John as a pen, you don't want me to understand that that's what the dictionary means. You want
I
me to
ask
hear
a
you say
simple question.
something.
The question is simple as the sunshine on a day. What do you contribute to a
Big
relationship?
homie, to
That's
be
what I ask.
honest, a big homie, to be fair and to be honest, I was trying to understand what you meant. And that is why I said to you in the beginning that I were not going to answer the question. Because at first, automatically, as I said, it sent off a signal in my head where you are asking the questions about what I bring financially to the table. Now,
I did not ask that
Rusty,
question, my friend.
you
You
know
know,
what?
keep on
Listen, I
a
did
put.
not say you asked that question. I'm saying that was what I gathered from what you were asking in the beginning. And that was the reason why I did not answer, because I even said to you that would have been between me and my partner. Now, Rasdeen came out and said, okay, let me rephrase the question. What
Them people
qualities
over here,
do
so I try to
you
give
bring?
one big idiot, bro.
You know, what qualities do you bring? So at the end of the day, I just answered based upon that question. I answered based upon that question, and you cannot assume because a person did not put finance into it, it means that that person would not bring finance to the table. Because
Be quiet. Listen to me. Listen to me. Be quiet. Listen to me.
Be quiet. What does security
Listen
mean?
to the question. Listen to the question.
Security means finances?
What do you contribute to a relationship? I want you guys to be honest. Is there anything wrong with that question?
No, but I was trying to understand, what do you mean? Were you talking about qualities, or were you talking about finance? Because you cannot bring
a relationship incorporate all these things, my friend. That's why I structured the question that way.
But I am saying, what's her name? Unproblematic. Listen, my tongue and twist up. Your name too big. I'm saying she did not put finance in her answer either, because we were all from the understanding that you were talking about qualities. And you have to remember that finance come in so many different ways. Finance can come underneath
That's
care.
why it is an important part of a relationship.
Protection. Finance can come underneath.
Baby girl. Whiteback. Hold on, Whiteback. Hold on. Because I know you have understanding, you know, my friend. I know you have understanding. It is important for you to listen. And listen good. That is the reason why I structured the question that way, you know. Because I know for sure that part of a relationship has to be finance.
And I agree with you.
That's why. That's the reason why I didn't say the qualities, you know. I could have said any other thing about it in the question, you know. But that's the reason why I did not do that.
Come on, a lot of stuff that we said. It come underneath. It's just that you maybe not use the exact words. But if I'm gonna care for you, caring come underneath a big umbrella. I can care for you in so many different ways. By me going on the street, seeing something nice, by me making sure that you feel I give you whatever in a way. Protecting you can come underneath the same umbrella as well.
Be quiet.
You understand?
You remember?
So,
You remember the
I don't
part-
have to come
you
out
remember
and
the part
say,
where he
okay,
asked?
me go give you money, or me go finance you, or whatever. You have to remember that finance can come underneath the same umbrella as me caring for you, me
Very
trying
well
to protect you. Because even though we are saying that men are supposed to be the provider, somebody have to tell me if me wrong. Does providing means just finance? Providing?
No, it does not. It does not.
For me. A man is going to provide for me. Am I asking him to provide money? Am I just asking him to provide for me financially? No.
Be quiet.
I'm asking
Be
him to
quiet.
provide
Be
for me
quiet.
in every way possible.
Rustin.
Hold on, be quiet.
Where's
You see,
Rustin?
I ask a question, then I follow up it with a scenario.
Hold on a moment, Rustin. Let me ask you a question. When you were talking, and we were talking about provide, and Mr. Edward was on the phone. Because remember, you know, this topic has been here for a long time. No woman is just going to get up and say the word financially. We are man don't think the same way. So when we say nurture, it means we're going to buy food same way in the house. When we say care, it means if we go out and we see one toothbrush and one cologne, or we need to pay the light bill or the water bill or something that he's not able to do, that's a form of care. If I'm supposed to buy myself one new set of tire and my sister, my man, not have no gas, they got gas in car. What is wrong with these men? We don't have to say finances. Finances is a broad aspect of a relationship. It does not mean that.
That's what I'm saying.
I am over this at this point because I just feel like people just want to hear the words that they're only familiar with. And then
Yeah.
because you're not saying the words that they're familiar with, they're gonna say that you're not intelligent enough, you're not moderate enough, you're not a female enough. Listen to me and listen to me good, and stop the rubbish. Because at the end of the day,
Dr. Lady.
if I see a
all
man,
of that can come and need finance. Everything that we
You're
said in
all
here
of
can
it.
come and need finance.
You're
The
mad.
fact that we did not use the word finance, it does not necessarily mean, because I, for one, I was trying to steer away from that word because we use that thing too much at the forefront of our relationship. Why is it that relationship has now become a transaction?
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question, and this are gonna determine if one answer makes sense or if you just throw it under the bus.
oh, you
Would
know
you,
that.
would you,
Oh,
well, I
you
know,
know
would you in a
Go ahead.
relationship? Would you
Go
be in a
ahead.
relationship with a man, right? Would you pay the rent?
Of course.
Would you pay the
But I'm
phone
not
bill?
gonna pick up a man. Listen. You
That
can say
is
number
not the
2 and
question. That
bus.
is not the
Listen.
question. That is not the
I would
question.
pay the rent. I would pay the
Thank you very much.
mortgage.
You would
If
pay
I'm
the
in a
rent.
relationship with a man, and I'm saying relationship, I'm not
Yes.
talking about a person that I'm dating. I'm not talking about
Relationship.
a person that I met 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago
Right.
or 3
Right.
months down the line. I am
Yes.
talking about a relationship. If I am in a
Yes.
relationship with my man and he's
Yes.
unable to pay the mortgage or pay the rent, what is there to stop me from doing it?
All right. Take out the unable. Take out the unable. I don't want to hear nothing about
Even if
unable.
he's not unable, if he's got something to do, or we come to that
Not because
understanding
you
that
need,
babes, you have to
because
pay the
you
rent
need,
this
you
month.
need to
Why
ask
not?
them
Doctor,
respect
hold
now.
on, no, doctor,
No,
hold
you don't
on.
have no manners. You need to have manners. You don't speak to females like that. Have some manners.
Listen to me,
That's not
man.
how you
Listen
speak
to
to
me.
females.
Why
White
wouldn't I
back,
pay
white
the
back.
rent? Why wouldn't I pay the mortgage? That doesn't
Make it.
mean whether I can do it, yes or no. Big
All
homie,
right.
that's what I'm saying. I might not use the word, but that is something that I do in my relationship. Me and my partner,
All
him
right.
have my back, me have him. That's
Thank
how
you
we
very
work
much.
together.
Thank you. You don't need to say nothing more.
You
Me, I go
understand?
ask the
But
doctor
because I
now.
didn't
That's
use
Let me
why.
the
ask
word
the doctor the
finance,
That's
question.
why.
doesn't mean
I'm
that I wouldn't do it.
That's why.
I respect you as a woman. You as a woman who know if you do the right thing.
That's
Not
why.
because you hear my voice
So
loud.
you're saying
I have
that.
nothing bad
That's why you're
or
saying when
any form
Sasha
of
said
bad
that
energy towards you.
he wouldn't
Let me
date a
talk to
man
the doctor. No.
who is
Doctor.
not. I'm sir. I'm talking to Beck White for a moment.
Listen, hold on a
So
second,
you're
big homie. What
saying
you saying? Yeah.
Beck White. So you're saying when Sasha was telling you that she would never ever take up a man who is unable to firstly provide for himself. We're crazy. That's what you're saying.
As I said to him when he said I said if I remember now, listen, I was about to say that.
Be quiet,
Yeah.
be quiet. You
was
don't need
about
to
to-
say
I was
nothing, man.
about to
Do
say
not
that,
drag
Dr.
yourself.
Natasha.
Do not drag
Big
yourself
homie,
into
please.
something
I
that
was
you are not a
about to
part of.
say that, and he
Yeah.
cut me off. I was
Oh, he
about
cut
to
you
say
off.
that I would not pick up a man who is unable to provide for himself, even for himself. I would never do that. And that is why I emphasize on if we are in a relationship and for some reason I had to pay the rent that month or I had to pay the mortgage that month, there is nothing to stop me from doing it because we are in a relationship. But I
White
would not
Beck.
specifically go out there and pick up a man, first and foremost, who is unable financially to take
Right.
care of himself or to have my back. And I have no, Dr. Natasha, I would not do that.
All
I would
right, and
never, ever do that.
listen, and I would not want you to do that either, because listen to me, you stand for something different, ma'am. I have no disagreement with what you are saying. Totally, I have no disagreement. But I want to talk to this doctor for a minute, if she would allow me to talk to her.
You don't doctor me. You don't speak to me like that.
Dr.
I'm not gonna speak
Natasha.
to you. I'm not going to
Doctor-
speak to you at all. I have nothing else to say to you. You have
All
no
right.
manner.
All right, say what you want. Most of these females, you know, white back.
Unable to take care of himself.
White back.
Much
Let me
less
tell. Let me say this
I
to
would
you.
never
You see,
do
most of,
that.
You see, most of these female white back, they don't have no morals like what you possess. And I
There's a
don't
lot of
care.
females out
I
there
don't care what they
there's a
want to
lot
say
of
or how
females
they want
out
to
there
feel.
who possess the same quality. I am not gonna sit here and think that I am I am unique in my own way. I'm not gonna say that. But at the same time, I know there is a lot of females out there who has the same qualities that I have. There is plenty. But you know what the problem is? A lot of you men wanna come and wanna see female that like them can stand up on them on 2 foot and them can do certain things and whatever. I wanna come in at this soft man era thinking that we don't want female to step up and I behave like a them wear the trousers. Not because I am the person who I am and I will do certain things. It doesn't mean that I don't know exactly what Dr. Natasha is talking about, because I am sure she feel the same way. But it's like nowadays, it's like men are sitting out there, and that I'm not saying all men, and don't get me wrong. I'm just saying some men, and I'm not saying most men either, because in either way, there's good men and there is good women. There's good and there's bad in everywhere. But at the end of the day, there are good women out there want that kind of treatment. They want the love. They want the respect. They want the man to stand up and be a man. And then at the same time, they will give the same energy. But where are they? Where are these men? Can we actually find them? It is good when a female can turn on and say, you know what, I have a good man because my man do this to me, my man do that for me. It is good when you can hear a female say that, because nowadays men are sitting out there and it's like they are waiting for us as females to make the first move. You understand? And yes, Big Omi, as somebody said in the comment, you might not agree with what Dr. Natasha is coming across, because she's coming across strong. And the fact that, you know, you're going to say that, doctor, as a man, you need to stand up and apologize, because you should not have addressed her like that, because that's very rude.
All
right. That is very rude.
I'm sorry. I'm very much sorry for the way how I approached the Dr. Natasha. I'm sorry about that. It's nothing personal.
You get carried away and do all of that. As somebody said, you know, big jelly back. You know how much good women, females out there would love to get and find a good man who understands and can treat her like how she deserves to be treated. Nowadays, men just don't value females. Man don't value
women. Because the type of men them we are I just know I don't represent those. What I'm trying to say to you, Beck White, I am a man who strongly believes in that a man and a woman should build themselves mentally, emotionally, financially, physically. Stay single and do that before getting into a relationship. That simple mean when you do that and you get into a relationship, then you have a solid foundation to stand on, right? So therefore,
I think that you are one of the men who tend to use finance as the forefront of your relationship. You are one of the men that tend to use finance as the forefront of the relationship. You are one of the men who will ask a female when you're on a date what she bring to the table.
No.
And I hate when people ask that.
I'm going to ask her. I am going to ask her what she's going to contribute to the relationship. I'm going to definitely ask her that. You understand? But let me explain this.
To ask a female that question.
No, nobody can tell me what to ask a female, because
that's your life. And that is one of the reasons why I am so glad for social media. And I am so glad for TikTok, because being on social media and being on, the internet has made me realize what I need to stay away from. It made me realize conversations that I can hold with my daughter to tell her, listen, this is what you're supposed to look out for. I've learned so much. Like, I've literally learned so much.
All right, listen now. Let me say this clear. When me a date, nobody can tell me what to ask from what not to ask. Let me put that out clear. And let me tell you this. I'm a type of guy, I don't date a woman that is not stable.
See, go back to the same thing again.
Me not date a woman who is not stable. She has to be stable in all the alleys. You don't care what nobody wants.
Finance.
But
Ali, Ali.
Your
be
love
quiet.
language is money.
Be quiet.
What,
Be
bro?
quiet. I'm just gonna say this, and I'm just gonna say it, and I'm gonna be very unapologetic when I say it. A man is supposed to know his place as a man. A
Exactly.
man who is masculine does not speak to females in this manner. Because at the end of the day, if you're a leader and you say something, a female is going to understand what you say, and you don't need to be sassy about it.
When
Right?
when you read in the Bible and the Bible bring down woman and talk all these things about woman, we not hear you come out and say, oh, this, oh, that,
Answer.
oh, that. Listen to me, man.
Honestly, I don't know where is Nata.
Yes.
Where is what's
Sasha, where is Sasha?
where is Sash? Sash, please, because honestly, it's just coming from one stage to the next where it was just a proper discussion and it was going okay. But big homie or whatever your name is, you are not. You are literally spoiling the whole thing at first and whatever. And you have to understand that if you know, so it's not everything is black and white.
Hi,
Not
my
everything is
babies.
black and
Can
white.
you guys hear me? Can my loves
Yes,
hear
we're
me?
hearing you.
Hi,
And the thing about
sweethearts.
it is
I'm
that
so sorry. I was doing a
Sasha,
handover. So in
go to
order
the
not
comment
to end the
section.
live, because I know that persons wanted to speak, I had put the phone in a different room so that, you know, my mature, intelligent and also emotionally intelligent adults could have a conversation which is based on respect and all of that, right?
Yeah.
But at one point, I did hear it getting a little bit rowdy. I don't know what was being said, but I was hearing more than one voices. But I'm not going to ask you guys to catch me up on that, right? I hope that all my darlings, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you. You have been amazing guests. Why people are saying mature and I laugh? What happened? I can't catch up. I can't catch up because I was away for a while because believe it or not, the girl did a hustling or she did a Anova. So I don't know why persons are laughing. Demure, what's going on? This is some kind of comment section is gonna be sarcastic.
that's the tapping eyes.
The comment section is, did something happen? Okay, I'm not going to go down in that. What damage control? What's going on?
Don't listen to them, Sash.
Okay, okay. Well, I only can based on what transpired while I was a part of the conversation. Okay.
Well, Big Homie was not being very demure. Let's just say that Big Homie was not being very demure.
All right, I can't comment on that because I was absent,
Well,
and I was absent. I was absent, so I can't comment on that. So, but whilst I was here, I appreciate everybody that was, you know, I'm voicing their opinions and not wavering. I saw also where persons took correction on the live. I appreciated the fact that when persons were misunderstood or they misunderstood what someone had said, I appreciated the fact that persons were able to, you know, bow out gracefully and acknowledge where they went wrong. You have been you guys have been amazing. My guys, you can come back anytime. I don't know if it's singles live, the girl I gotta do later, probably if she's not too tired. But whenever I'm having a talk your mind again, you guys are all welcome to join me. You have been absolutely brilliant. Right? Can we get some claps from a comment section and from my guests, please? Can we get some love from my guests? I want some love for my guests, man, because my guests them go on good. Not true. Not true. Yes, man. Me go clap my guests them. Yes, man. You guys were absolutely amazing, big homie. You know, I know that I know that whenever you step on a forum, I know that one thing with you, you're going to speak how you feel. And some now I know be going sometimes afraid I am because I want to with you and I'm love. But you know what? I respect the fact that you have an opinion and you're not scared to share your opinion, even though other persons may not agree with it. So thank you so much for that. Rustine, look, most them beat you off over here at one point, you know. But you came and you gave different opinions. So I appreciate you. Beck White, you gave insight. You gave insight. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you for sharing your experiences. You know, and I hope whomever you're with or get with, I hope that they'll see the queen that they have in the kingdom. All right. Dr. Natasha, you have given us difference in opinions, my darling. You have, hey, hello, the girl come out with intelligence, you know. All right, Dr. Natasha, make sure so we know so she's fully educated and the doll now back. You understand me? So, Dr. Natasha, big up yourself. You have been absolutely amazing. I appreciate you. Thank you. King was on the live. Listen at 3%. I have my love to make a rush it. King, big up yourself. You're going good. You're going good, King. I want thing. You try to pick my brain one at a time, you know, King. You try to pick my brain one at a time, you know. But I like the challenge. Mr. What the man name with him top wife? What the man name with the top wife? Somebody comment quick. What the man name with him top wife?
Mr. Edwards.
Mr. Edwards as a top man. Big up yourself so much for coming on the panel. Your angle, triangle, and bangle. The other one that was named Free something another, I don't remember. Thank you so much. I'm problematic. You twist up my tongue in my head. Your angle, triangle, and bangle, my love. Because they run out faster than you see and Shelly and Fraser put together, my love. So big up yourself. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. But I'm going to jump because my battery's on 1%. So the doll have to go. Big up on yourself, people.
Bye, guys. Big up everybody. Big up yourself. Big up on yourself. Take care, guys. Have a wonderful evening. It's now 1 minute to 1, 9 in the UK. So me I gotta look something for it. Big up on yourself. Nice talking to you guys. Have a good evening.
End the live. Be wise. Be quiet.
I want her to end it because otherwise you're gonna lose your coins. Is she ended? Is it ended or is she just
If I end it, she gets them, that's fine.
Yeah.
If I end it, she gets them.
No, they just like goes.
No, if I know she get them, I can't allow that.
Yeah. But
How
we
was
don't
she
know why
gone?
Sasha not end the live. I think maybe like how she paused. I'm not sure. If like how she paused, you can come off. Yeah, that's how it goes for real. If you're on someone's live and you have coins and you jump off, just notice you don't get the amount of coins that you're supposed to get. I don't know if it goes to the host or what happens to it, but you literally don't get the amount of coins that you're supposed to get.
Somebody tells me that it's going, once it's going to Sash, you guys can tell me in it, but otherwise than that,
yeah.
TikTok
If you
can I get my
notice,
money.
if you're on a live and you come off, if you're on a live and you come off and go back on it, you have the same amount of coins. It does not come off. So I'm not sure like how she's on pause and you jump off if it relates to that. I don't know, but I just know if you just jump off of somebody live without them taking you off, or if the live end, you don't get the coins that you're supposed to get. So in this case, me I go jump off because I need to go anyway. So bye guys.